Federal law forbids paying welfare benefits to immigrants, even legal immigrants. But a government investigation found that states all over the country are ignoring an important part of that law. And when we asked Georgia's Department of Human Services what it's doing, the answer was, we don't know. Richard Belcher here now with our Whistleblower 2 investigation.
John, investigators from the Government Accountability Office, the GAO, visited some metro area DFACS offices as part of their survey. Now the GAO's sharply critical report of Georgia and other states is out, and still Georgia's Department of Human Services tells us it is, well, clueless about the problems here. One state legislator says that attitude is all too common. Among the local sites the federal investigators visited was the DFACS office in Gwinnett County. They wanted to find out whether states are complying with the federal requirement that legal sponsored immigrants obtain no welfare benefits. And if they do, are the states demanding repayment from the immigrants' sponsors as the states are supposed to? How are Georgia and the other states performing?
Absolutely worthless.
That assessment from Republican Congressman John Linder of Gwinnett County, who asked for the federal investigation.
What we know is that those states and counties are loath to do any extra work, and they just don't do it. We are great check writers. We're not worth the darn at following through.
The GAO report estimates that just under 50,000 legal sponsored aliens are getting federal benefits to which they are not entitled. Those benefits include temporary aid to needy families, food stamps, Social Security, disability, and Medicaid. If an immigrant is allowed to come to the U.S. because there is a family sponsor here, the federal law says no federal benefits right away. But say the person still goes to the Gwinnett DFACS office and gets benefits to which he's not entitled. Well, the law says the state of Georgia is supposed to recoup the benefits from the family sponsor. So how does Georgia's Department of Human Services do on that count? Neither DHS Commissioner B.J. Walker nor any of her staff would answer questions on camera, but about the federal findings, the commissioner's chief spokeswoman told me, quote, "We don't generate any reports. And this, I have no idea how we handle it."
That's about as bad an answer as you can give when you're managing the taxpayers' dollars.
State Senate Majority Leader Chip Rogers.
If there are no records, it's impossible to determine how much money is being wasted here. So it's almost as if you have to go back to step one and say, guys, you've got to keep records on these people who are applying for taxpayer benefits.
They treat federal money like monopoly money.
State Representative Mark Butler says when the money comes from Washington, the Georgia DHS is often cavalier about managing the money.
It's just like, oh, that's federal money. Just so matter of fact, like, oh, don't worry about that. It's federal money. It's free money.
Critics say the inaction by Georgia's DHS is especially galling when the state is cutting the budget, Washington's running huge deficits, and hundreds of thousands of Georgians, many of them unemployed, wonder whether the government will be able to help them.
And then you hear about somebody who's not supposed to be getting them, and they're getting them. And it makes people mad, and they should be mad. I'm mad.
DHS later modified its "I have no idea" response. The department sent an email saying it is not required to collect data or submit reports about sponsored aliens who apply for benefits. The statement, the department says, does not inquire about sponsor status to determine benefit eligibility. But DHS says nothing about recouping benefits that should not have been paid in the first place. If you'd like to read the federal report, go to WSBTV.com, click on the links section.